Doodle and welcome to my top 10 Stardew Valley mods of all time. Currently, subject to change. For this video, I'll be talking about Stardew Valley for the PC, and all of these mods can be found on Nexus. I will link all of them below, but most of them require dependency mods, so please always check the requirements before downloading. I'll be skipping Smappy as it's the mod that makes everything work, and you should honestly download it first before anything else. But with that out the way, let's get started. At number 10, it's Kawaii Hats. It was a close call between Kawaii and Ragnarok hats, but you can't argue with some of these. We had a ton of fun in our live streams, creating cursed costumes with our horse. And to this day, I still get requests for the Team Fortress 2 Pyro Mask. I love changing up my hats and clothes on this channel, and this is the perfect mod for it. Number 9, it's Survivalistic. That's right, the mod from my best loved series 100 Days as a Starving Farmer. This adds difficulty to the game by adding hunger and food bars, which can be altered in the configuration files. This really shook up my gameplay, forcing me to focus on cooking and buy stuff from Gus, which I almost never do usually, and it rendered star drops almost totally useless. I can't wait to jump back into that world, and the fresh feeling from Survivalistic is undoubtedly why. Number 8 is Wildflower Grass Field. This is a quiet mod, almost never mentioned, almost never noticed. It works with the More Grass mod to make your farm, fields and forests extra beautiful. I wanted at least one grass mod on this list, and this one is undoubtedly my favourite. Pretty new to my playthroughs, it's Better Friendship, up at number 7. I'd been struggling along with the Gift Taste Helper mod, too stubborn to make the switch, but boy was I missing out. No longer do you have to plan what gifts to bring or deal with uncertainty. Better Friendship will show when someone loves or likes an item in your inventory, meaning no unhappy villagers and no wasted items. Thank you so much to my community for continuing to bully me about this one. Your perseverance was worth it. This mod is fantastic. Number 6 is Automate. Now, a lot of people may find this mod too cheaty, and that's fair enough. Different people have different playstyles, and since I don't use vanilla cheats like chair hopping or speedrun strats like clay mining, I've allowed it as part of my playthroughs. Place a chest next to any machine and it will automatically take the items and begin crafting. It's especially great for kegs and preserve jars, and you don't even need to leave pathways for access. Just be careful you don't link your automated system to your shipping bin by accident, or you might end up having a very bad day. At number 5 is my favourite Recolour mod, Daisy Niko's Earthy Recolour. I've tried Pastoral Recolour too, however it just doesn't quite hit the same way. I really dislike how bright the default soil and grass is in Stardew Valley, and having the option to not only fix that but to make the entire valley prettier in the process is fantastic. I honestly don't play with at least one Recolour mod active anymore, but look how warm and cozy and inviting this one looks. Number 4 is another mod I've only recently added, and technically it's 2. They are Sh's Wild Animals and Sh's Domestic Animals, and I couldn't help myself. I fell in love straight away. These mods were suggested by the community and can be seen in my live streams for my 100 Days Dragon series. The whole map from the expanded forest to the mountain lake is now populated with adorable animals, and many of the villagers have named companions too. They make the world feel much more lively, and I love getting excited over seeing my favourite new friends. I won't spoil all of them, however my favourites so far are this possum in the expanded Cindersnap forest and this cute little rat pair living in the community centre. You've made it to my top 3 favourite mods. If you've made it this far, please like the video. I'll give you a moment to do that whilst I go through some honourable mentions. Ridgeside Village is a wonderful expansion to the game, however I haven't had enough time in this mod for it to become a favourite. Female farmer Overhaul is new to my most recent playthrough, and I love the hairstyles so much. And finally, any mod which changes the buildings on your farm is worth a mention, with Spanish Revival buildings and Witchy-Gothic buildings being my top 2 personally. Is everyone back and ready for the final 3? Okay. At number 3, it's DCBURGE'S high-res portraits mod. I use this mod in almost every series now, and for good reason. It's easy to use, you just chuck it in your mods folder, it looks fantastic, it's compatible with most big mods like Ridgeside, Stardew Expanded, and Eastscarp to name a few. I don't like the vanilla portraits, and whilst I would consider using different portrait mods, this one's always going to be top of my list. Speaking of big mods, at number 2, you all knew it was coming. It's Stardew Valley Expanded. I genuinely can't play without this mod anymore. I love the expanded Cindersnap Forest, the shortcut from the woods to the beach, the extra characters, the fact that you can date Magnus. Maybe you weren't expecting that one to be on there, but there's so much more going on. Without this mod, Stardew feels that much emptier. Well, if that's the case, why is it number 2 on this list? Because there's one mod which has been in even more of my playthroughs than Stardew Valley Expanded, and that is number 1, the pet interaction mod. I'm an introverted extrovert. I struggle in social situations, yet get lonely very easily. You wouldn't think a few pixels running around on the screen would help, but oh boy would you be wrong. I've had these friends, Artemis, Turnip, Spyro, and more which I can't talk about currently, and all of them can follow me around the town as I make up stories to add to their personalities. It has added so much to all the series that I've played, and I feel genuinely connected to some of the pets. If you pair this mod with more animals and the pet spawn locations mod, you get this mess, where you can have as many pets as you want, as long as your computer can run it, and they can all hang out with you. Ideally, I'd be able to have a second player on the farm with me, but when that isn't an option, as for most of you it won't be, this is honestly the next best thing. That is it for this list, but I'm curious though, what's your favourite Stardew Valley mod, and why? It doesn't have to be from this list, but leave it in the comments section below, and who knows, maybe your favourite mod will someday be my favourite mod too. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like. I have more videos like this planned, so if you'd like to see more, maybe consider subscribing too. Thank you so much to all my lovely members, and to everyone, I will see you next time. Bye!